the gift of God, which is salvation, right, is not freely given. Like it depends. Like I said, it depends on your concept of gifts being given for free. You feel what I'm saying? Like saying it's available as in free, but the gift of God is not free because it's something required of you to find salvation. It's something required of you, and what is required of you? Obedience. You see what I'm saying? Things can work out. Things can work out for us. Things can work out for me. But God required obedience. He not finna play them games like, all right, I got a gift. I could sing and do this, but I'm sinning on the side. Like he not for that for real. Now he could see, all right, he's struggling with it. But we not gonna even use that struggle word loosely either. You feel what I'm saying? You choose to do what you're doing. Some things has to look. He say some things come out through fasting and praying. If I ain't doing it, then I can't say that ain't gonna work. You feel what I'm saying? That's the first thing. If I don't fast from sin, you feel me? Because a lot of people think it's just I don't eat nothing. That's a way of fasting too. But when I was first on my walk with the Lord, I found out that I had to fast from sin. Because I could stop eating and still be a sinner. You understand what I'm saying? I could still sin, not eating. So, you feel me? I had to realize, like, I had to go without sin. See, this right here gonna go over some people's head. This is something that I walked through, though. You feel what I'm saying? When I had lust addiction, this and that, I thought I couldn't do it because that's what that sin pushed me in. You feel what I'm saying? That sin pushed me in the mindset of thinking, I can't stop doing this. You see what I'm saying? I can't stop smoking. You was there, you feel me? I can't, and then I had took days to stop. And then I seen like, damn, I made a week without doing X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, I didn't, because lust and masturbation was something that I thought I'd never stop doing. You feel me? But then I stopped and count the days like, damn, it's been a week. Damn, that's crazy. You feel me? And then I started understanding who God was through that. You feel me? Now, if I'm lying, I'm dying. You feel me? That didn't say that, you know, after like, you know, being heavy on my mind, I ain't fall for it, because you gotta know how to maneuver with this newfound faith. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just think it's gonna happen overnight. It's practice. You have to practice not sinning. You feel me? Because the devil wanna, you feel me, take a hold of your life and make you feel like you can't never stop. You need to stop doing whatever it is. Fornication, homosexuality, whatever. You know, we got to come to a point of fasting from it so we can understand who God really is. You feel me? It's not saying that you should be abolished because you sinned. No, understand how good God is by just simply stopping. You know what sin is, and at the same time, if you come to the conclusion that you don't want to be with somebody, or like be with other people, like saying you don't need to have to feel like you need to be with someone. You know, but God do you know, he said a man had found it a good thing when he found a wife. You feel me? And you feel me? So it's like, enjoy what God has given. You feel me? But don't take convenience to live a life of sin that you know you're going to have to pay for in the end. And it's not worth it for none of us. None of us. Not me, not my sons, not my daughters, not my wife. Sin is not worth, not my brothers. You feel me? Sisters. Sin is not worth. It's just like, see, I don't want to put nobody's business out there. You feel me? But I even told, like, when my sister, before she got married, I told her, I'm like, it was always these questions of, okay, so what you think about woo to woo? I can say whatever I think. Oh well, he does this, he does that, but I see that he loved my sister. You feel me? So what I would end my conversation with, always, man, I just hope y'all get married. Because ain't nobody perfect. I could say, oh, I don't like he wear white beaters. I don't like he wear white t-shirts. I could say a whole bunch of things. This not my partner. You feel me? But I always ended it with, just like when I first met him. I say, man, you gonna marry my sister, bro? Woo woo. You feel me? Because I care about my sister well-being. Because some people is not bad. Some people literally don't do bad, bro. You feel what I'm saying? For the most part, they just simple person. But then you don't want to get to heaven and meet the Lord, and just that one thing is why things ain't go right for you. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying, y'all. You feel me? It's your boy Lil C. Got album on the way. Like I said, sooner than later. I just wanted to put this video out, you know, because I was recording and I'm listening to my music, and then something dawned on me like, things can go right for you, but the Lord requires obedience. You feel me? And if you disobedient, you can't expect things to go the way you think they should. You understand what I'm saying? So, because God, when I say Lil C the gospel rap, woo woo, so I'm trying to say God behind me. I literally prayed to make music the way I make music, right? So if I ask God to do something and he did, okay, he said, you work on this, it's going to become this. But I am required to be obedient. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So you see what I'm saying? Had to, you know what I'm saying, get the kid right. You can hear him whispering and doing all the most in the background. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to, you know, be dead as well. You sit over there, on that step right there. That step right there. You sit right there. And Miss Lillian, Miss Lillian. You sit right there next to her. You see what I'm saying? They whispering and arguing and whisper. That's all I hear. That's all I hear. But you feel me? He say obedience is greater than sacrifice. You think you gotta kill everybody and shit. I gotta sacrifice some ducks outside. Obedience is greater than sacrifice. Once I know better, I do better. I choose to do better. So, you want things to work out for you, you're gonna have to start choosing to do better. And that's me as an adult. You might not want to listen. That's cool. But I'm telling myself I made this video for myself first, but then for somebody else that don't understand why things ain't going right. Like I used to do a lot. I had to understand like certain things is not going to carry me where God wants. Just imagine if I'm on the stage, real gospel songs, you feel me? Real Christian gospel music, rap music. And then I pull out a blunt this big and a fill for hen. You feel me? And yeah, Jesus right there, yeah, right here with me, yeah. Like, you know how stupid I'ma look, folks? And sometimes we don't even understand how stupid we sound and how stupid we look. And I'm not saying like stupid in the sense I got big nose and big lips. Nah, that's not what I'm talking about. Some of the stuff that we let spew out of our mouths, we don't understand how stupid it looks and sounds. How stupid it makes us look. You feel what I'm saying? Just imagine. Okay, so then let's put it on the flip side. If I was a Christian heroin user, right on the stage, y'all, I'm doing the song. Yeah. And then I pulled out the needle. What's the difference? You getting high either way. But no, we gonna judge the heroin addict because it's heroin. You see how we have our own self-righteousness. You feel me? It's self-righteousness. This is wrong because of it. No, it's all wrong. You feel me? Just like homosexuality and fornication is both, they're both sin. So if you're with somebody and y'all sitting up there acting like y'all being together and this and that, what you think you need to be doing? Y'all need to be getting married. Why die in fornication? Because there's no telling how what God to do. Because from what I'm reading and seeing, God is very unpredictable. And to those people who overwatch me, I know people that when I'm sober, right, they be saying, I ain't smoked in like 6 years going on. I'm saying in my life, I always got to put a disclaimer because I see how low my eyes look while I'm recording this video. I'm not high, gang. When I feel like when I'm high, I look like a cat or something. You feel me? Like my eyes get the Chinese jump, get the dragon jump. You know, I'm not high or drunk. I am in a position that where I cannot do those things anymore. So that's just a disclaimer. My lips will be all black because of the lack of oxygen. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? And I'll probably be speaking way slower than what I'm talking. So it's just, we'll see, man. I just hope and pray that we all get it right. I hope I start wearing white beaters on the video too. But, you know, in due time. So, you feel me? That's all I'm saying, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. It's your boy Lil C, and I'm out. Peace.